admin, accounting, and legal HR. So there's a long list of programs that Danielle's taken here. She has had a crazy schedule every time we meet in September. She always tells me her schedule. She is almost finished up her degree at UPI at the same time. So she has really maximized her time here at Holland College, and we're super proud of her for that. On the court, she's a fabulous teammate. She's our captain this year. She has been with us right through all of our success since I started here. She was leading three-point percentage in the country last year, so we're very proud of her for that. And no other female has ever played as many games as Danielle in Holland College uniform. So she has been here for quite a while. I would also like to say a big thank you to her family, Randy, Heather. We thought that they weren't going to come, and then all of a sudden I saw Heather sneak in the back door from Alberta. It seems like they're here every time we come. They're super supportive of our team. Randy's on the beach in Cuba right now, so we give away to Randy. So Randy's always here. Heather, for the way she's coming back in next week, so we're very lucky to have that support from her family. Just want to say good luck with everything you do in the future. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication, and super proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain number 3, Danielle McKinnon. At this time, we'd like you to please rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem. And now for today's starting lineups for the visiting Blue Devils. From Halifax, Nova Scotia, number 5, Jenna May. From Toronto, Ontario, number 6, Angelique Bussell. From Moncton, New Brunswick, number 10, Lindsay Black. From Halifax, Nova Scotia, number 12, Emma Garrity. And from Sackville, Nova Scotia, number 15, Lauren Ford. Head coach, Madison Doucette.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's broadcast of ACAA women's basketball, featuring the visiting University of King's College Blue Devils and the hometown Holland College Hurricanes. Just about to tip off here. Holland College in the white uniforms, Kings in the, looks like they're wearing black uniforms. Black with blue trim for Kings. Kings coming into this game at 10-4. Holland College 9-7. So it should be a closely contested match here. We'll get into the previous matchups here in a second as Holland College controls the first possession. That's Robin Driscoll with the top of the three-point line. Down low to Alexa Rancourt, who's been on a tear lately and starts off on the right foot. Alexa Rancourt, one of two players on the Hurricanes, averaging a double-double every game. Currently sits third in the ACAA in points per game. Lindsay Black, one of King's top players, fouled there by Lauren Armstrong, the other Hurricane player averaging a double-double each game. And Lindsay Black, one of two Kings players to average over 10 points a game, averaging 10.4. She will go to the line to shoot two early on here. Wide right on the first attempt. And Lindsay Black makes good on the second attempt, so cuts the lead in half. Still in the opening minute here as that pass deflected by Kings. Right to Lauren Armstrong, though. And Armstrong steps around a couple of Blue Devils, but unable to get the basket. And also unable to corral the rebound. Looks like Molly Stedman might have got a hand on it before it went out of bounds. So it's Kings ball behind their own baseline as they look to strike back here. Again, still the early stages, still opening minute of play. Black stops, looks down low. Watched closely there by Molly Stedman. It was Jenna Bain, Kings leading scorer, who got the initial shot. And Bain will look to inbound here. And she does so. That's Lauren Ford. Back up to Black. Three-point shot off the backboard and the rim. Rebound was batted away to Robin Driscoll, who will get things ahead to Armstrong. Armstrong kicks it out to Rancourt. Fakes the three-point shot. Now gets it back up to Plaganoff at the top. Plaganoff, second leading scorer in the ACAA. Loses the handle there. Does a good job to get it back and force the jump ball, but because Holland College won the tip, possession will be awarded to Kings. Two previous meetings between these teams so far this year, back in November at Kings. Kings was victorious 94-89. Second matchup just under a month ago here at Holland College, as Molly Stedman with a big block there on Bain. And Armstrong strikes back the other way. Stedman kicks it out to Driscoll beyond the arc. Driscoll walks around a couple of Kings defenders. Gets it back to Rancourt, who splits the D, and her layup just misses, and Stedman can't control the rebound, but Driscoll is there to take it. And Plaganoff now with 14 and counting on the shot clock. Plaganoff down low for Rancourt. Rancourt's shot doesn't go. Stedman on the rebound. Shot clock didn't reset as the ball didn't hit the rim, and Armstrong, her three-point shot is wide of the mark. Flurry of activity in the offensive zone there for Holland College, but unable to capitalize. So that's Emma Garrigan stepping around Plaganoff. So that pass knocked out of bounds by Lindsay Black. Was mentioning the last time these two teams played just under a month ago in right here in Charlottetown. It was Holland College coming away with a 99-72 victory. Very convincing. So two very different games played by these two teams so far. So not really sure what to expect today, but we can expect with these two teams. As Driscoll puts up a shot, that's a little long. These two teams are currently battling for positions in the standings right now. Garrigan thought about a three-point attempt, but the pivot foot came off the ground, and it will be Holland College ball. Kings with a couple of games at hand. Again, sitting at 10-4. Holland College 9-7 as Black picks that pass off. And that pass for Bain goes awry, so choppy play early on here. Kings sitting in third, still within striking distance of first. As we'll talk more about the first two teams in the standings as we go through the game here. Rancourt now down low to Stedman. Quick shot, no good. And Alexa Rancourt with the hoop and the harm. She's really been on a tear lately. Sitting third currently in the ACAA in points per game. She'll get one shot here to extend the lead to 2. And she'll do just that. Holland College with a win here would move into third place, but would have only one game remaining compared to a couple more for Kings. So Kings with games at hand could play to their advantage. That shot attempt, no good, but it goes right back to Ford, and Ford's second shot attempt off of Stedman and out of bounds. Stedman, not an offensive dynamo by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly one of the Hurricanes' more valuable defenders. One of 3 starters listed at 5'10" in the lineup. Rancourt and Armstrong being the other 2. So a big size advantage here potentially for Holland College as that shot attempt. Driscoll may have gotten a hand on it, but Plaganoff was there to collect the rebound. Plaganoff now walks in and she draws a foul. So she'll go to the line for 2. Again, Holland College, 1 game remaining on their schedule after this, next weekend at St. Thomas. Plaganoff makes good on the first free throw. And calmly going 2 for 2 from the line is Amy Plaganoff, extending the lead to 7-3. 3.5 minutes into the game here, so still lots of time left. Black now from beyond the arc. Gets around Armstrong, gets through Plaganoff and Rancourt too, but her shot goes off the underside of the rim. Now there's Lauren Ford. She makes good on that attempt. Slow roller by Lauren Ford. Drops, cuts the lead to 2. Plaganoff and Armstrong, good give and go there. And Molly Stedman left all alone underneath the basket. Breakdown defensively there for Kings. Saw Stedman sitting with nobody around her. Stedman now watching Bain. Over to Garrigan. 3-point shot goes up. And no good there, and Stedman bats the rebound out of bounds. Subs coming in for either team. Those who tuned in a few minutes ago saw the Senior Day presentation. Head coach Chris Connolly with some great words about veteran player Danielle McKinnon, who's into the game now, as that shot from Bain is long, and now Armstrong, leading rebounder in the ACAA, back for Nyhouse. There's McKinnon, playing in her final regular season home game, 5th-year player. There's Plaganoff, puts up a 3, and that goes! Amy Plaganoff. Mentioned she's the 2nd leading scorer in the ACAA, behind Amanda Piercy from Mount St. Vincent, who we saw last week in a thrilling comeback victory for Holland College. But Lindsay Black answers back with a big 3 for Kings. And turnover there. That's Eric Ackeg forcing the turnover for Kings. Bain now tries to find Ford. McKinnon battled there, and Armstrong, I believe she's going to draw a foul. Foul's on Lauren Ford. Those who tuned into our last broadcast last Saturday afternoon saw the Hurricanes come back from a 20-point third-quarter deficit to win by 12 in overtime. Great pass by Armstrong there to Rancourt. Those two have been in sync lately as Ford gets the ball, but her foot was on the end line, so it'll be Holland College ball still. Mount St. Vincent was ranked first in the ACAA coming into last weekend, but following losses in back-to-back days at Mount Allison and here at Holland College, Mount Allison now possesses the first overall spot in the ACAA and will probably hold on to that for the rest of the season as that shot by Rancourt goes awry. That shot no good there. Holland College with an outside shot at second place. They would need to win both remaining games, including this one, and get a lot of help from other teams. As Armstrong spots Rancourt, mentioned they've been in sync lately. Alexa Rancourt already up to 7 points here in the opening quarter. So that shot batted around on the rebound. Garrigan now with it for Kings. Back up top for Black, looking for her second three of the game. That's just off the mark. And Rancourt, second leading rebounder in the ACAA behind Armstrong. Back the other way. Good pop pass to Sarah Nyhouse, and the 6'5" Australian makes good on that as Holland College opens up an 8-point lead. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Garrigan now cuts through the Holland D, and that's blocked there by Plaganoff. Referee's going to say she got a hand on Garrigan. Don't have the benefit of instant replay. Plaganoff will get subbed out as Driscoll checks back in along with Taylor Tomlinson, who's really been a valuable player defensively, particularly in the last couple of wins for Holland College. Garrigan good on the first shot, cuts the lead to 7. Garrigan, third-year player from Halifax. And they will wave that shot off, saying that Lindsay Black moved early. And check that, they are going to count the basket. So Emma Garrigan goes 2 for 2. Lindsay Black caught creeping across that line a little bit, so I think if the shot had missed, it would have been awarded to Holland College, but because the basket went in, they're going to say that didn't affect anything. So Nyhouse now with it, down into the corner for McKinnon, steps back from 3, and Danielle McKinnon, in her last regular season home game, is on the board early on. Heard Chris Connolly in his pregame talk address to the spectators here that McKinnon was first in the country in three-point percentage a year ago, as Taylor Tomlinson gets the turnover but can't hang on to it. (19-10) here, 3:19 left in the first quarter. Holland College leading. Remember, these two teams have split their 2 matchups this season. It's Alex Soiko now with it. From the free throw line, gets it to go. Off-balance shot by Soiko, third-year player from Saskatchewan. And Soiko intercepts that pass from Rancourt, gets it to Akeg, and just like that, the lead is down to 5 as Soiko and Akeg make good on a couple of Holland College turnovers. Nyhouse, long pass for McKinnon. McKinnon, Tomlinson all alone underneath the Kings basket, and Taylor Tomlinson's on the board. That's a couple of times we've seen breakdowns defensively for Kings, leaving Hurricane players all alone underneath the basket. Akeg loses the handle on it, gets it right back, and gets the floater to go. Surprised there wasn't a football called there, as it looked like it bounced off a couple of feet. Rancourt up ahead for McKinnon. McKinnon back to Rancourt. McKinnon's going to draw a foul. Not a shooting foul, so Holland College will maintain possession. Lauren Ford, I believe that's her second foul of the game. She will sub out. A couple of starters checking back in for the Hurricanes. Armstrong and Stedman. And Armstrong doesn't get the ball in time, so that's an inbound violation. Remember, teams have 5 seconds to inbound the ball once the officials call the play in. Kings down 5, under 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Black now, watched by Armstrong. Gets it down low. That's Veda Wells-McCoggan back up top for Soiko. Her shot well wide. But Akeg fighting for the rebound, and it's Nyhouse who picks it up and gets it up ahead quickly for Tomlinson. Tomlinson can't get the layup to go. Watched there by Wells-McCoggan, the two number 13s in a battle there on that fast break. Bain into the corner for Soiko, back up for Black. Black switches directions on Armstrong. Black tried to get an underhand layup to go around Nyhouse. Not an easy thing to do going up and over Sarah Nyhouse. Armstrong back the other way. Her floater doesn't go, and Black corrals the rebound up ahead quickly for Soiko. Soiko tries to outweight Tomlinson. Good battle there by Tomlinson on the rebound, who throws it back into the middle. Stedman was there to take possession for Holland College. Now McKinnon thought about calming things down. Now spins and shoots, and Danielle McKinnon with a fancy spinorama on the two-pointer. Opens the lead up to 7 once again. So we approach a minute and a half left here in the first quarter. Wells McCoggan now for Kings. Gets it to a keg. Three-point shot goes up. Wide of the mark, and Armstrong will watch that go out of bounds, and Holland College will take possession here. 1:28 left in the first quarter. Holland College with a 7-point lead. They've led for much of this quarter. Kings had a brief lead early on. Stedman and Armstrong playing keep away from the Kings defenders. Stedman gets through a couple of defenders, and now Armstrong will settle things down now that they're across half court. Pick and roll set up there, looking for Nyhouse. She gets it, but can't handle it. And once again, it's Soiko back the other way for Kings. Gets it up to a keg. A keg now, and Julie Gosal. She tries an underhand layup. We're seeing lots of those from Kings here today without much success. And it's Armstrong as we're inside the final minute now. Nyhouse can't handle that pass, and it's Black the other way. It looked like someone may have gotten a hand on that, and it's Gosal with it now. Gosal underneath the net. The Toronto native makes good on that, cuts lead to 5. Armstrong, that pass misfires for Stedman. And Kings is going to get an extra possession here in the last minute of the first quarter. Down 5. Black to inbound, finds Soiko. Soiko watched by Tomlinson. Gets it to a keg. Keg steps around McKinnon, gets it down low for Gosal, over to Black. Three-pointer goes up, that's well off the mark. McKinnon tried to tip the rebound, looked like she took a blow to the head there. And it's Erica Keg with another two-pointer. McKinnon now loses the dribble, gets it up ahead for Nyhouse. Nyhouse swings it over to Stedman, and it's Tomlinson once again, all alone beneath the basket. Kings trying to apply some pressure, but it's backfired a trio of times here. Could very well be the difference in the game right now as Stedman with a big block. And the shot goes up by Black, but it's Molly Stedman with a block to keep the lead at 5. Once again, we're seeing Kings lots of chances around the basket, but it's a 5-point Hurricane lead as we hit the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break here and rejoin you in a moment for the second quarter of play. As we come out of the break here, getting set for the second quarter of action here in downtown Charlottetown on the campus of Holland College. Hometown Hurricanes with a 5-point lead over the visiting Kings College Blue Devils. Worth noting, 11 of Holland College's points have come from bench players, non-starters. But it is Alexa Rancourt once again leading the way with 7 points for the Hurricanes. As we start the second quarter, Plaganoff back into the game for the Hurricanes. Finds Stedman, reverse layup, doesn't get it to go, just a little too much mustard on that from Stedman. And it's Soiko, who had a strong finish to that first quarter. And Rancourt read that play. It's the pass from Gosal, intercepted by Rancourt. Back for Stedman, and the layup by Molly Stedman goes to extend the lead once again. Holland College is led by as much as 8. Kings yet to lead by more than 1. Black steps around Armstrong, gets it to Jenna Bain. Bain spins and shoots, and Bain gets it to go. So Jenna Bain, leading scorer for Kings with only her first points of the game there. In the first minute of the second quarter, Plaganoff gets it up ahead for Stedman. Stedman back for Rancourt. Splits the D. Look, awkward looking play there as Rancourt gets it back, steps around a couple of Kings defenders. Bit of an awkward looking sequence there. Looked like a couple players almost stopped playing as a keg goes up on Armstrong and draws the foul. I believe that's Armstrong's second foul early on here in the second quarter. That is, in fact, her second foul of the game. Erica Keg to the line now. Off the mark on the first shot. Kings down 5 once again. Makes good on the second shot, though. Cuts the lead to 4. There's Armstrong. Again, 2 fouls for Armstrong early in the second quarter here. So Chris Connolly is going to manage her minutes over the remainder of the game here. That pass by Rancourt well over the head of El Shanoufi. And Kings will take over after another Holland College turnover. Quite a few of those we've seen in the first 11 minutes and change here of play. Soiko now for Kings. Loses the dribble, almost loses her pivot foot, finds Lindsay Black. That layup doesn't go, and El Shanoufi loses the battle for the rebound to Gosal there. Gosal over to Soiko, changes direction, protects the ball, gets the shot up, but El Shanoufi will corral that rebound. Gets it around a keg to Rancourt. Rancourt now up ahead for Plaganoff, cuts back into the middle. Plaganoff draws a foul. Gosal doesn't like the call, but she is the guilty party here. Still early stages of the second quarter here. El Shanoufi waiting for something to open up, gets it into the corner for Driscoll. Now finds Rancourt in the key. Rancourt fighting Gosal. Gets it back up to the top. El Shanoufi three-point shot. Miriam El Shanoufi for 3, and the lead is 7 once again for the Hurricanes. El Shanoufi now the 7th different Hurricane with points in this game as she collects that rebound there. Again, some kind of awkward, choppy moments here in this game. Plaganoff draws a foul on Bain. Jenna Bain, Kings' leading scorer coming into this game. Only 2 points so far, though. It's already the 3rd foul on Kings early on in the quarter. El Shanoufi inbounds to Driscoll. Robin Driscoll now finds Stedman cutting through the middle. Back to El Shanoufi. Steps around Black. Gets a shot up on a keg. Fans looking for a foul, but they don't get a call. And back the other way comes Jenna Bain. Over to a keg. And that's a foul there on Rancourt as she laid a little bit of body on a keg. You're going to say that's a shooting foul. From up here, it looked like that foul came well before the shot, but they're going to say it's a shooting foul. And Holland College will call a timeout here. So to recap, 2 very different games coming into this one between these 2 teams who've split the matchup. Home team has won both times, which bodes well for Holland College here, up 7 in the second quarter. Holland College lost by 5 in November at Kings, and then January 21st, so a little under a month ago, it was Holland College coming away with an explosive 99-72 victory. Lauren Armstrong led the way with 18 points, but Plaganoff, Rancourt, Nyhouse, and McKinnon all hit double digits in points in that game for the Hurricanes. So, again, balanced scoring for the Hurricanes. Key here down the stretch as they continue to find their stride. Their last game was a week ago today when we witnessed a improbable 20-point comeback against previously top-ranked Mount St. Vincent. Mount St. Vincent, losers of 2 in a row last weekend, which vaulted Mount Allison into the top of the standings, and most of Mount Allison's games remaining are against teams in the bottom half of the standings. They do have 1 game left against these Kings Blue Devils. As ACAA makes good on the first free throw. I think it's safe to assume, though, we can expect Mount Allison to finish atop the ACAA standings, leaving Mount St. Vincent Kings and Holland College in a battle for second, as ACAA misses the second. Rebound taken there by El Shanoufi. And that's a jump ball called. Fans wanted a foul. Again, Holland College with an outside shot at second place. They need a lot of help, though. They need to win the next 2 games and hope Mount St. Vincent loses all of them. Much better shot at third, though, especially with Kings having games remaining against Mount Allison. As ACAA puts up a 3-pointer, that's short. Black now fakes a pass, walks in and makes good on that shot attempt. Looked like she was close to a travel there, but got it off just in time as Rancourt now brings the ball up. Long pass down low to Driscoll. Driscoll back up top for Rancourt. Rancourt now kicks it out for Driscoll off her hand and out of play. As the Hurricanes offense seems to be stuck in a rut of sorts. Only 5 points here in the second quarter for the Hurricanes offensively. Struggling to find a groove here. Wonder if Lauren Armstrong being on the bench is playing a role in that. Again, she's got 2 fouls in this game, so Connolly being very careful on how he deploys her. ACAA goes up with the shot. Rancourt collects the rebound, splits a couple of defenders. Rancourt now loses the dribble, gets it over to Plaganoff, who will slow things down. Rancourt now down low for Stedman, kicks it into the corner for Al Shanoufi. Thought about a 3-point shot. Plaganoff will take a long one and makes good. Her second long-range 3 of the game. And Amy Plaganoff once again puts the Hurricane lead at 7. Lib Davila in the game now for Black. Black changes direction, gets a shot up. Off-balance shot by Black goes. She was looking for the foul as well. I think she initiated most of the contact, though. Still got the shot to fall. As the lead goes back and forth between 7 and 5 for Holland College. That's a long 2 for Miriam El Shanoufi. She's got 5 points in the quarter. Seven-point lead once again. Holland College can't seem to pull away, but Kings unable to close the gap past 5 as that pass goes off a couple of hands and out of play. Lib Davila, the last player to get a hand on that. Rancourt now. Running point for the Canes. Gets it over to Plaganoff, who brings it across half. Little dump pass over to Stedman. Kicks it out for Driscoll. 3-point shot. Bank shot by Robin Driscoll. She looks a little sheepish about that one, but I'm sure the Hurricanes will take it as they extend the lead to 10 for the first time today. Garrigan now for Kings as we are past the halfway mark of the second quarter. Garrigan, another underhand layup for Kings. We've seen a number of those in this game. We've yet to see one work. Although Garrigan will go to the line for 2 after drawing the foul. I believe that calls on Molly Stedman. Garrigan to the line for 2. Emma Garrigan fighting off the crowd noise. Cuts the lead to 9, single digits once again. And Garrigan 2 for 2 from the line once again. Lead 8 once again for Holland College. El Shanoufi. Nyhouse quickly down low for Stedman. Gets it back up for Nyhouse. El Shanoufi now thought about another 3. Gets it to Stedman. Steps around Gosal. Gets it to Driscoll. Changes direction on a keg. Kicks it back up to the top for Armstrong. Nyhouse now switches with Armstrong. Shot clock winding down. Armstrong. Long range 2 off the rim. They're going to say that's a shot clock violation, but referee admitting his mistake as the shot was up well before the shot clock expired. So Holland College will keep possession here. 14 on the shot clock after the offensive rebound. Armstrong inbounds to El Shanufi, gets it right back. Pick and roll with Nyhouse. Now Driscoll with it. Still outside the three-point line. Bounce pass down low for Stedman. And Stedman gets called for the travel. So the Canes can't make good on that, and the lead stays at 8. 4:18 left here before halftime. Danielle McKinnon back into the game. She's got 5 points in this game. And the lone senior player, graduating player on this Holland College roster. 5th-year player from Valley View, Alberta. Akeg, another three-point shot. Off the mark again, and once again it's El Shanufi picking up the rebound. She's got a handful of rebounds here in the second quarter. Armstrong leaves it for Stedman. Stedman with a lane, kicks it out for McKinnon. Danielle McKinnon off the side of the backboard. And Kings controls the rebound now. Garrigan, her pocket was picked there by El Shanufi, but it went right to Lib Davila. Davila bounce pass. Reverse layup there for Nora Quinlan. And the lead is now 6 for Holland College. Armstrong, her pass intercepted by Davila, who promptly turns it over to El Shanufi, but Davila gets it right back. And they're going to call a foul there on El Shanufi. Connolly doesn't agree with that call, and to be honest, I'm not sure I do either. It looked like El Shanufi was trying to go after the ball and just got in the way of Davila, who was also going after the ball. Davila short on the first attempt. I think they ruled it an intentional foul as well. This just adds to the puzzle on that one, as Davila on the board now going 1 for 2. Kings will now take possession. 3.5 minutes left here before halftime. Hurricanes have led by as much as 10 here in the second quarter. Kings only with a brief lead early in the first quarter by 1, as Davila's three-point shot well off the mark. And once again, it's El Shanufi with the rebound. Good effort there by Akeg to force the turnover, but El Shanufi makes up for it with a huge block on Davila, as those two continue to go back and forth. A couple of starters coming back into the game for Holland College, assuming the referees are going to let them back in. There's a discussion on I think what the shot clock should be. They're going to reset the clock to 22 on the shot clock, as El Shanufi did in fact have possession following the rebound. Great interception there by Rancourt, who's in on a clean break and calmly puts the layup in for her first points of the second quarter, but once again brings the lead back up to 7. As these two teams continue to jockey around that 5 to 7 point deficit. And that is a charge drawn by Amy Plaganoff. Gosal, I think in disbelief, but it looked like Plaganoff's feet were planted. So with exactly 3 minutes left here before halftime, the Hurricanes maintain their 7-point lead. Plaganoff and Rancourt again playing give and go. Rancourt tries to get in around Quinlan. Takes a hard collision there. I think they're discussing whether or not that's going to be a shooting foul or not. It looked like the foul happened before the shot attempt. So I think the foul was before the shot attempt, but they're going to say that was an intentional foul on Quinlan. So that's 2 intentional fouls called in the second quarter, neither one of which I'm positive was entirely intentional. But Rancourt makes good on both free throws. Restores a 9-point lead. Now Holland College will have possession with 14 on the shot clock. Under 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Rancourt waiting for something to open up. Looked like the Hurricanes didn't know that the play had been blown in. Plaganoff battles a couple of Kings defenders there, looking for a foul. Stedman turns it over to Bain. Good suffocating defense by Kings there. And it's a keg back the other way, cutting into the lead. As a keg having a strong game offensively for Kings. Nyhouse bobbles the pass. And I'm not entirely sure about that foul call either. Emma Garrigan in disbelief here. It's the 5th foul of the quarter on Kings, though, so Nyhouse will go to the line to shoot 2. Nyhouse, no mistake on the first shot. And Nyhouse 2 for 2 from the line. Once again, 9-point Holland College lead. Davila switches with Quinlan. Quinlan for Bain. Bain leaves it there for Davila, and they're going to call a moving screen. I didn't see that one. It looked like Bain and Plaganoff collided. Not sure if either player knew the other one was coming towards them. It's Bain's 3rd foul of the game, though, so the leading scorer for Kings. Only 2 points in this game, and Jenna Bain with 3 fouls. Likely not to see her for the rest of the first half with 2:18 left. Stedman into the middle for Nyhouse, and Nyhouse going to get called for the travel. Looked like she was bobbling the pass and moving her feet at the same time. And up 9, Holland College will take a timeout. 2:15 left here before halftime. Bit of a strange game so far, as Holland College, as I've mentioned a couple times now, unable to really pull away. Not for lack of opportunity, they're just turning the ball over lots. And Kings always seems to have an answer when Holland College scores, but can't really cut into that deficit closer than 5 points. Lots of choppy play with both teams turning the ball over lots. Neither team really able to gain much traction offensively, showing flashes, but unable to find consistency. Alexa Rancourt leads all players right now with 11 points by my count. Again, my count is unofficial. I'll have the official stats available for you at halftime. Rancourt with 11 points. Again, not an offensive dynamo in the first half of the season, but since the Christmas break has really exploded offensively. Rancourt and Lauren Armstrong lead the ACAA in rebounds. Armstrong first, Rancourt second. Rancourt also 3rd in the ACAA in points. As Lindsay Black bobbles it, gets it down low to a keg, and a keg called for the travel. So Holland College gets a free possession here after the unforced error by Kings. Al-Shanoufi now up ahead quickly to Armstrong, as that was almost turned over, and a keg, she's going to get called for a foul there. Looked like she got to that ball cleanly. Referees will say differently, and Rancourt once again, this is the 3rd time she'll go to the line today. Rancourt opens the lead to 10 once again. A make here would give the Hurricanes the biggest lead of the game, and Rancourt has not missed from the free throw line. She's 5 for 5. And the Hurricanes, for the first time, lead by 11. We'll see if Kings can cut into that once again. Here's Lib Davila. 3-point shot. That rattles around, but no good. And Armstrong, the leading rebounder in the conference, picks it up. Strong one-hand pass up for Stedman. Gets around Davila. It's a 3-on-1 rush, And it's Alexa Rancourt capitalizing on a great pass by Stedman. As it's Lindsay Black the other way now for Kings. Fakes the pass. Looked like she might have taken one too many steps, but doesn't make good on the shot. And it's Armstrong. Once again, it's a 3-on-1. And once again, to the left of the hoop, the Hurricanes make good. Molly Stedman that time after the pass. And with 1:09 left here before halftime. And the Blue Devils have called timeout. Down 15, so Holland College, after a couple of quick turnovers and transition scores, now lead by 15. Their biggest lead of the game. Remember, they won by 27 the last time these two teams played here in Charlottetown. It's Alexa Rancourt leading the way for the Hurricanes. She's up to 15 points by my count. Amy Plaganoff with 8. Molly Stedman with 6. Interesting, Lauren Armstrong, who led the comeback last weekend against Mount St. Vincent. She had 26 points in that game, many of them coming in the fourth quarter and overtime. Armstrong yet to find the score sheet here today. But again, the leading rebounder in the ACAA is making her presence felt in that aspect. 8 different Hurricanes have points in this game. 9 different Blue Devils have at least a point. So almost every player who's been in the game has points for either team. So Kings will take over, down 15 with 1:09 left before halftime. Davila takes the inbound, gets it to Black. Good press here applied by Holland College, but Stoiko breaks that. Now she's cornered. Plaganoff and Rancourt, good team defense there. And the jump ball is awarded to the Hurricanes. Stoiko looked like she maintained possession the whole time. That's what she was arguing to the officials. So it's another free possession here for Holland College. The minute left, Tomlinson gets it to Rancourt. Rancourt now steps around to Kay, gets it to Stedman, runs the baseline, gets it to El Shanoufi, three-point shot. Miriam El Shanoufi long, but the rebound by Rancourt knocked out of her hands by Black, who looks to strike quickly the other way. Her pass picked off by El Shanoufi. Great effort to keep it in bounds as well, as El Shanoufi makes good on the turnover, and Tomlinson gets it to El Shanoufi underneath for Rancourt, and Rancourt continues her strong game. Opens the lead to 17. No shot clock now, under 20 seconds left here before halftime. As that pass off of the back of Davila, El Shanoufi knocked that off of Davila and out of bounds. As Kings has not been able to find their footing offensively here in the last couple minutes, thanks to some smothering defense by the Hurricanes, forcing turnovers as well as getting some help from unforced errors. Rancourt boots that one, and the jump ball here will be awarded to Kings. So they will get the final possession of the first half, down 17, 7.5 seconds left before halftime. Garrigan for Davila, behind the back, picked off by El Shanoufi though, with 3 seconds left. El Shanoufi can't get the buzzer beater. It doesn't go anyway, but that pass by Rancourt that shot by Rancourt, was after the buzzer went. So at halftime, Holland College with a big lead, 52-35. 27-point second quarter for the Hurricanes, smothering the Kings' offense in the latter stages of that quarter. We will take a few minutes break here, 15 minutes on the clock here at halftime. We will take a break and rejoin you soon for the second half of play here in Charlottetown. Hurricanes up 52-35.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new, the wisdom to take care of what you already have, to get to know yourself, to step out and connect, to build something.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks is back, so you'll never fight over dinner again. Get hot and ready slices and sticks for just $7.99, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks for just $1 more. Work in, work out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to restart the action here coming out of the halftime break. ACAA women's basketball action coming to you live from the campus of Holland College in downtown Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Hometown Hurricanes with a 17-point lead at halftime. Quick out-of-town update. Mount Allison currently leading UNBSJ in the third quarter, 45-18. So the Mounties look to extend their first-place lead. As we turn our attention back to this game, Emma Garrigan steps around Plaganoff, gets a shot off, and Emma Garrigan on the board early here in the third quarter, as the Blue Devils will look to cut into this deficit here in the third quarter. Robin Driscoll stops at the top of the arc, gets it for Rancourt, who maintains her dribble. Very skilled play by Rancourt there. Her shot misses. She leads all players with 17 points coming into this third quarter. Jenna Bain, King's leading scorer, but only has 2 today. She changes direction on Plaganoff, steps around her and gets it up, so Jenna Bain looking to find her footing early on here as Kings opens up with 4 in a row. Start the third quarter. Armstrong now. Her shot goes up and falls short as she was a little off balance. Armstrong yet to score here in the quarter, or in the game, excuse me. Holland College yet to score in the quarter on a couple of possessions. Kings making good on theirs so far, but there's a turnover forced by Armstrong stepping in front of that pass. Now Armstrong out-muscles Bain, and just like that, Lauren Armstrong is on the board. And the lead is back up to 15 once again for the Hurricanes. Bain bounce pass to Ford. Had Black cutting towards the net, but didn't see her. Now gets it back to Bain. Thought about a 3. Gets it over to Ford. Ford bumped there by Stedman. Now Garrigan, she thought about a 3-point shot. Gets it over to Gosal. And Gosal for 3, no good. And worth noting, Kings now 1 for 11 from 3 points. Holland College a much better percentage at 5 for 10 at halftime. So possibly a difference in the game could be that 3-point shooting from either team as Rancourt in on Ford. Rancourt gets the bank shot to go as she's on the board in the second half, and the lead once again up to 17. Holland College responds with 4 points of their own. Ford now kicks it out to Garrigan. Fakes the 3, walks around Plaganoff and gets it to go. So Emma Garrigan with a pair of baskets here early on in the third quarter. Armstrong will slow things down for the Hurricanes. Watched there by Black. Kicks it out to Driscoll. Driscoll up to the top for Plaganoff. Plaganoff, her pass. It's a great idea, but don't know if Rancourt was necessarily expecting it. It's off her hand and out of play. Plaganoff looked like she was trying to lead Rancourt towards the hoop. Rancourt was cutting laterally. Bain now, watched by Stedman. Black now, in on Armstrong. Armstrong going to get called for the foul. Be interesting to see what they call on this. And they're going to say she hit the shooter. I would have called it more of a block than a contact foul, but foul stands regardless. And Lindsay Black long on the first attempt. Kings 8 for 12 from the line in the first half. Almost don't want to say what Holland College was to jinx it. Holland College hasn't missed from the free throw line yet today. Black 0 for 2 from the line. 8 for 14 now, and Rancourt knocks that out of play. So Kings will maintain possession. 14 seconds on the shot clock here. Lauren Ford takes the inbound, back for Bain. Bain looked for Gasol in the corner. Bain takes it herself. Her shot off the mark, and Rancourt will watch that drop out of bounds, and Holland College will take possession, up 15. We approach the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Armstrong loses the handle on it, and the officials are going to say that's off of Armstrong and out of bounds. Didn't see if anyone else contacted it or not. Look from up here that it may have just gone off Armstrong, and that's it. Bain now. Bit of a moving screen set by Ford there that goes undetected as the shot by Bain goes up. Stedman battling for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Lauren Ford. Officials not really letting a lot go here in this game. That's Ford's third foul. As subs will come in from both sides. Ford, with that being her third foul, will probably not see much of her throughout the balance of this third quarter. And Driscoll and Armstrong misfire on that pass. Armstrong picks it up just in the nick of time. Cuts to the hoop and draws a foul. I think that's going to be on Lindsay Black. And it is on Black. So Armstrong goes to the line for 2. And rattles that one around, but gets it to go. Unconvincing free throw there from Armstrong, but it does go. No mistake about that second shot, though, as Armstrong goes 2 for 2, and the lead back up to 17 for the Hurricanes. And it's their biggest lead they've had in this game. Kings led for a brief moment in the first quarter by 1, but have not been able to get the lead since then, as Armstrong up ahead quickly for Driscoll. Driscoll in on Black. Black disrupted the shot enough that it didn't go. Now Gosal back for Bain. Garrigan underneath the hoop. Watched there by McKinnon. Steps around her, and Emma Garrigan continues her strong quarter. She's got 6 points in the quarter, 12 in the game. Kings hanging around, down 15. Armstrong for Rancourt. In for Nyhouse. Back up to the top for Driscoll. 3-point shot off the rim. Nyhouse keeps it in play, and McKinnon can't. So Kings will take possession off the miss by Driscoll. Bain now, 1 point for Kings. The Blue Devils down 15, already approaching the midway mark of the third quarter. Black waits for Garrigan to open up, finds her, and the rebound taken by Driscoll, and she's bumped there by Gosal. Gosal pleading her case along with head coach Madison Doucette to no avail. It's Gosal's third foul of the game. Handful of impact players at 3 fouls in this game for either team. Armstrong is one of them. She's got the ball at the top, gets it down to Nyhouse. Nyhouse spins and shoots. That's off the mark. Garrigan takes the rebound. Bain quickly back the other way. For Gosal to Black. Black puts up a 3. That's wide of the mark, and Driscoll takes the rebound for Holland College. Steps around Bain. Steps around Gosal too. Gosal looking for a foul call, doesn't get it. And it's Armstrong depositing the layup for Holland College. Gosal, watched by Driscoll, gets around her, gets a layup to go. Cuts the lead back to 15. Again, Holland College just can't seem to pull away past 17. As Armstrong now. Screen set there by Nyhouse, and it's Armstrong again with a layup. So Lauren Armstrong held pointless through the first half. Now has 8 in the quarter. And a timeout called by Kings as they try and collect themselves. Not happy with the officiating here in the third quarter, but it looks like a lot of the contact was coincidental there. And a big screen set by 6'5" Sarah Nyhouse on that last possession to open up Armstrong. Armstrong now with 8 points in the quarter after going scoreless in the first half. Leading the way for Holland College. She's got 8 of their 10 points in the quarter. Rancourt with the other 2. And it's been Emma Garrigan running the show for Kings with 6 of their 10 points in the quarter. But again, I mentioned there's a handful of players sitting at 3 fouls now. Jenna Bain, one of them. Lauren Ford. and Julie Gosal for Kings. Worth noting, too, the leading rebounder in the first half was not Lauren Armstrong or Alexa Rancourt, who are first and second, respectively, in that category in the conference. It was Miriam El-Shanoufi with 5 rebounds in the first half, leading the way among all players. 4:24 left here in the third quarter. Kings with the ball. That's Jenna Bain. Good switch there by Stedman and Rancourt. And Stedman gets her foot on the ball. And the football will keep possession with the Blue Devils. Gosal inbounds to Erica Keg, who leads Kings in scoring after the first half. There's a basket by Gosal. That's a three-pointer. Cuts into the lead. Armstrong crosses over Black. Steps in. Spinorama doesn't go. Stedman's there on the rebound and takes some contact. Gets the basket to go. Opens the lead up to 16 once again for the Hurricanes. Seems like every time one team scores, the other one has a quick answer. Bain loses her balance there. And Black just a little late getting to that one, so it'll be Holland College ball. Ford back into the game now. And Plaganoff coming back in for Holland College. She'll take Armstrong out of the game. Worth noting, Plaganoff with 8 points in that first half. Great feed to Danielle McKinnon, who's up to 9 points on the game with that layup, and the lead is up to 18. Holland College's biggest of the game. Garrigan, underhand layup. We've seen Kings try a number of those. It's the first time it's worked. And just like that, the lead's back down to 16. Plaganoff in on Bain. Layup doesn't go. That's actually the first shot that Plaganoff has missed in this game. And Stedman gets the rebound but couldn't get the shot to go. Akeg back the other way. Finds Ford streaking in all alone. Good find there by Akeg to find Ford. The lead is now 14 for Holland College. Under 3 minutes in the third quarter. Rancourt splits the D, and Alexa Rancourt up to 21 points in the game to lead all players. Opens the lead up to 16 again. Great pick and roll or give and go, by Bain and Garrigan, but that pass over Bain's head and out of play. Rancourt now, watched by Garrigan. Good defense there by Garrigan. Another screen set by Nyhouse, looking for the pick and roll. Rancourt finds her. Nyhouse, great effort to keep it in bounds, gets it to El-Shanoufi, kicks it out to Stedman. Her shot goes up off the backboard. Nyhouse collects the rebound and puts it back. Sarah Nyhouse up to 6 points in the game. Opens the lead to 18 once again. Akeg now, blocked there by Nyhouse. And Rancourt back quickly the other way. Gets it down low to Nyhouse. Just had the block at the other end. Back for El-Shanoufi. And Miriam El-Shanoufi's three-pointer off the mark. Good defense there by Rancourt. Slowing things down for Kings, letting the defense set up. Bain now, three-point shot. Quick release doesn't go, and Rancourt settles the rebound. Gets past Ford. Now stops the dribble, gets it to Nyhouse. Nyhouse over to Plaganoff. Plaganoff, a long-range three. That doesn't go. Rancourt collects the rebound, and that pass for El-Shanoufi misfires. Not sure if El-Shanoufi was expecting a pass that quickly from Rancourt. Referees are saying that was off a Blue Devil defender. I didn't see the deflection. Did see that one. Jenna Bain knocks it promptly out of bounds. El-Shanoufi will inbound again. She finds Rancourt. 14 on the shot clock for Holland College to work with. Rancourt intercepted by ACAA, who's back quickly the other way for Kings. Plaganoff applies pressure, but ACAA gets it to go. She's up to 12 points on the game. That's her first points of the quarter. Rancourt back the other way. Nyhouse up to the top. El Shanoufi, Plaganoff now. Lead is 16. Plaganoff down low for Nyhouse, and Nyhouse calm put back there for Sarah Nyhouse. Again, 6'5", doesn't take much for her to get up and over the defenders. Garrigan loses control of that. A group of players battle for the ball, and it's going to be Holland College ball after the jump ball. So up 18, Holland College will look to stretch that to 20 or more on this possession. Rancourt now finds El Shanoufi, open three. El Shanoufi off the rim, off the top of the backboard, but it's Rancourt with the putback as the officials did not blow the play dead. They're saying it went straight over and didn't touch the top of the backboard, which is why there was no whistle. And the lead is 20. Forward blocked there by Nyhouse. Collects the loose ball and gets it to Plaganoff. Watched there by Gasol. Gasol has become increasingly frustrated with the officials during this third quarter. Armstrong back into the game in favor of El Shanoufi. 10 seconds left in the quarter now. Holland College up 20, looking to extend that. Armstrong. And she's going to get called for the double dribble there. Not sure if she's happy with that call or if she's admitting defeat on it. 6 seconds now for Kings to work with to cut into this lead. Bain runs into Stedman, gets it to Gasol, puts up the shot well off the mark. And Holland College will take a 20-point lead into the fourth quarter. Not a clean third quarter by either team, but Holland College will be content to go in to the fourth quarter with a commanding 20-point lead. We'll take a quick break here and rejoin you in a minute for the fourth quarter of action here at Holland College. Getting set for the fourth quarter of action here in Charlottetown. Hometown Hurricanes lead 74-54 over the University of King's College Blue Devils. Alexa Rancourt has 23 points in this game. She averaged 15 and a half coming in, so she'll see that average go up. Third in the conference in points per game coming in. Emma Garrigan with 14 points leads Kings. Holland College needs to be careful not to get complacent here. Again, they came back from a 20-point deficit in the second half just a week ago against top-ranked Mount St. Vincent. So better than anyone, they know the dangers of seeing a lead slip away. Kings will have the first possession of the fourth quarter and will try and cut into this 20-point lead. We've seen some good defense from both teams in this game, as well as plenty of unforced errors by both teams. Garrigan streaking through the middle. Akeg doesn't find her. Gosal now with it, watched by Driscoll. Gets it over to Ford, back up top for Jenna Bain. And Jenna Bain starts the fourth quarter with a big three-pointer. She's up to 7 points on the afternoon, well below her season average. She was Kings' leading scorer coming into this game in points per game. Stedman now for Taylor Tomlinson. Rancourt now, watched by Ford. Blocked there by Lauren Ford. And with 10 on the shot clock, Holland College will keep possession here. Armstrong inbounds to Rancourt. Right back to Armstrong, all alone underneath the hoop. And Lauren Armstrong, just like that, after being quiet in the first half, is already in double digits here in the second. Garrigan, wonder if Kings is going to try putting up more three-point attempts. They've hit on their last couple after going 1 for 10 in the first half. Jump ball called there. Holland College will keep possession. Up 19, Lauren Armstrong. Directing some traffic, looking for open space. Watched there by Garrigan. Leaves it for Driscoll. Driscoll now finds Tomlinson. Battling with Gosal. Tomlinson's shot goes up, but it's no good. And back the other way comes Lauren Ford. Akeg now. Around Rancourt, off the backboard, and off the hands of Lauren Armstrong. They're going to say that's knocked out of bounds by Ford. So the Hurricanes will keep possession, or will take possession rather. Armstrong, 10 points here in the second half for Lauren Armstrong. Dump pass down for Rancourt. Underhand, left hand, layup goes for Alexa Rancourt. She's up to 25 points this afternoon. Garrigan, watched by Plaganoff. Runs the baseline, gets it back to Bain. Her second three-pointer of the quarter is no good. And Stedman calmly gets the rebound to Plaganoff. Hurricanes are going to be content to take as much time as possible here. Plaganoff takes a collision there, loses control of the ball, and it's Lauren Ford back the other way for Kings as they get their first points of the quarter. Excuse me, that's their second basket of the quarter. Turnover forced there by Kings. Lindsay Black back into the game for the Blue Devils. Soiko now bringing the ball up for Kings, directing traffic. Good bounce pass down low to Black, just in the game. Fresh legs off the bench, Lindsay Black into double digits this afternoon. And timeout called, I believe that'll be by Holland College. 17-point lead here for the Hurricanes. And Alexa Rancourt led the way in the first half and through much of the third quarter, but Lauren Armstrong with 10 points in the second half has led the way for Holland College. As both teams, again, struggling to find consistency offensively, in large part thanks to some good defense by both teams, as well as, keep mentioning, unforced errors, missed passes, travels by both teams. Still lots of time left here for Kings, but again, wonder if we're going to see more in the way of three-point attempts from them. They were 1 for 10 in the first half. By my count, they're 2 for 3 here in the second, so maybe we'll see that number continue to go up for the Blue Devils. Four of the 5 starters in for both teams. Still 7.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Rancourt takes the pass. Bounce pass for Stedman. Gets it up and over Black. Molly Stedman, boy, she's Steady Stedman from that spot just underneath the basket. Lindsay Black now. Gets it into the key for Ford. Back out for Garrigan. Collision there with Rancourt, but gets it over to Bain. Bain loses the handle. And it's another unforced error for Kings. Good defense by Rancourt and Stedman. Now it's Armstrong coming back for Holland College. Plaganoff streaking through the middle, but it's Nyhouse at the top. Now she kicks it out to Plaganoff. Plaganoff, dump pass over top of the defense. Nyhouse can't get the shot to go and can't get the rebound either. And Kings back the other way. Bain, open three. Maybe disrupted there a bit by Stedman, who came flying in at the last second. Armstrong tries to get it to Stedman. That's off of her hands. And it will be Kings ball. 19 points, the lead now for Holland College, 6.5 minutes to go. Kings needs points and lots of them in a hurry here. Stoiko, top of the key to Ford. Ford leaves it for Bain. Splits the D, gets a shot up, and that'll go for Jenna Bain as she continues to find her footing here in the second half. 8 of her 10 points have come in the half. Excuse me, 7 of her 9. Nyhouse now gets it to Armstrong. 3-point shot by Lauren Armstrong off the rim. Rebounded by Rancourt. Strong rebound there. Her follow-up shot doesn't go, and once again, it's Rancourt with an offensive rebound as Amy Plaganoff drains another 3-pointer. She's got 3 in the game. 9 of her 11 points have come via the 3-pointer as the lead is 20 once again for the Hurricanes. Ford kicks it out to Garrigan into the middle for Stoiko, bumped there by Armstrong. Stoiko manages to get the shot to go. She's got her first points since early on in this game. But the lead's still 18 for Holland College with Plaganoff coming in, and she's going to draw a foul. That's the first foul of the quarter for either team. Not a shooting foul, so Holland College will have possession here. Armstrong inbounds to Nyhouse. Nyhouse for Armstrong. She finds open space and draws a foul call. That'll be on Alex Stoiko, so Armstrong will go to the line for 2. Armstrong, no mistake about that one. And with that make, by my count, Holland College now 13 of 13 from the free throw line. That, along with their 3-point shooting percentage, has to be a big difference in this game. Along with some good defensive play, they've smothered Kings at times. Ford gets around Nyhouse. Underhand shot goes for Lauren Ford. She's got 4 points in the quarter. As we hit the halfway mark of the fourth quarter, Holland College up 18. Armstrong now for Nyhouse. Finds Tomlinson in the key. Back up for Nyhouse, up top for Rancourt. Shot clock winding down. Rancourt watched by Ford. Gets it over to Driscoll. Driscoll, that pass behind Tomlinson, and now Kings takes possession. Shot clock is winding down anyway. As Lindsay Black in, looked like Armstrong got a hand on it. And Rancourt gets the rebound up quickly, but good effort there by Jenna Bain to force the turnover, and it's Lauren Ford once again. Her second basket in a row. Lead down to 16 as we approach 4 minutes left here. Armstrong slowing things down. Down low for Nyhouse, watched there by Ford. Nyhouse back up top for Armstrong. Armstrong stripped there by Black, but Armstrong gets it back. Gets it over to Rancourt. Alexa Rancourt, three-point shot doesn't go, and there's no one there for Holland College on the rebound. So Kings easily brings possession back the other way. Forward now for Soiko. Soiko, three-point shot. And Alex Soiko has cut the lead to 13. Kings cutting into the lead here. Holland College is led by as much as 20. Now lead by 13. Rancourt down low for Robin Driscoll. Driscoll underneath the hoop takes some contact, but gets the shot to go anyway. Time now becoming a factor for Kings. Coming up on 3 minutes. Three-point shot by Lauren Ford is well off the mark. And Armstrong back the other way for Holland College. Armstrong content to let things slow down. Gets it to Taylor Tomlinson. Tomlinson into the key for Rancourt. Rancourt looked like Eric Akag got a hand on that. And Bain back quickly the other way. Inside 3 minutes now. Bain from the top of the key gets it to go. Continues her strong second half of play. Armstrong will bring the ball up uncontested. 13 points, the Hurricane lead. Armstrong finds space around Black and draws the foul. Pair of starters coming back into the game for Holland College. You're going to say that's a shooting foul on Black as well, so Lauren Armstrong will go to the line to shoot two. 2:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Holland College up 13. Armstrong makes good on the first shot. And that's the first free throw Holland College has missed in this game. Kings takes possession down 14. 2.5 to go here in the fourth. Black in on Armstrong. Armstrong disrupts the shot. Good battle there by Black and Armstrong, as Armstrong is going to get called for the foul. I believe that's her third foul of the game. First foul on Holland College in the quarter. And Lindsay Black will go to the line for two. Black makes good on the first shot. Her first point of the fourth quarter. And goes 2 for 2 from the line. 10 of 16 Kings is as a team from the line. Pass there intercepted by a Keg. Maybe Armstrong telegraphed it. And a Keg makes good on that, cutting into the lead once again. It's a 10-point Holland College lead, and they'll take a timeout with 2:14 left. Again, they don't want to see this lead slip away. Holland College still with an outside chance at second place, but a win here would go a long way to helping them into a third place position going into the playoffs. It'd be huge for seeding purposes. The playoffs are here at Holland College, start on March 1st. And run through the second and third. As the timeout winds down here again, just over 2 minutes left. Holland College now up by 10. They've led by as much as 20 in this game. But Kings already with 24 points in the quarter. Holland College with 14 in the quarter. And it will be the Hurricanes who have possession here to start the action. 2:14 on the clock. Amy Plaganoff will bring the ball up for the Hurricanes. Watched there by Jenna Bain, who's had a great second half for Kings. Rancourt thought about a three-point shot, gets it over to Stedman. Stedman runs into some contact, finds Rancourt again, who turns it over to Lindsay Black. Black back the other way on Stoiko, and she'll draw the foul on Molly Stedman. Under 2 minutes to play now, 1:57 on the clock. Stoiko will have 2 chances to cut the lead to single digits. Short on the first one, so again, free throw shooting an issue here for Kings in this game. Stoiko makes good on the second attempt, though. Plaganoff, that pass behind Stedman, who manages to reel it in. Rancourt now, 1:50 on the clock. Rancourt down low for Driscoll, knocked away by Ford, and back the other way come the Blue Devils, down 9. Black goes up for 3. That shot no good. Rebound right back to Black. And Stoiko, a wide open 3-point shot. That one's a little long. Rebound, and Armstrong will take control of that one with a strong rebound. Looking back for Rancourt, that is knocked out of bounds by Kings. So 1:18 on the clock, a 9-point game. Kings has cut into this lead in a big way here in the fourth quarter. Armstrong looking for someone, gets it up to Driscoll. Watched there by Stoiko. Driscoll over to Armstrong. Thought about a 3. Now down low for Stedman. Stedman from the baseline, a big 2 points. Coming up on the 1-minute mark for Molly Stedman, who's at 12 points in the game. ACAA, watched by Rancourt. Shot goes up, and they're going to call a foul on Rancourt. She doesn't like the call. They're going to call it for a block either. I'm not sure about that one. If anything, it would have been a contact foul on the shot. Erica Keg goes up, and she makes good on the first shot. Lead is once again 10 for the Hurricanes. And a Keg promptly makes it 9. That pass just out of the reach of Plaganoff, who got it back. Long pass into the corner for Driscoll. Dumps it over top of a Keg to Rancourt. Rancourt fighting underneath the hoop, gets her own rebound, and a big effort there by Alexa Rancourt, who's been a huge difference maker in this game for Holland College. Black now in on Armstrong, shot doesn't go, and Rancourt, talk about her being a difference maker, gets the rebound there. Plaganoff in on a Keg, gets around her and Ford, into the corner now for Armstrong. 3-point shot by Lauren Armstrong, no good. Driscoll battling for the rebound is going to get called for the foul. And with 17 seconds left, it's an 11-point game, so probably insurmountable at this point for Kings, who can still cut into the deficit. Worth noting here, this would give Holland College wins in 2 of the 3 matchups between these 2 teams, which gives them the tiebreaker. As Stoiko goes back for 3, Plaganoff probably disrupted that. Armstrong to Plaganoff, and she's fouled there by Stoiko. Sorry, they're going to call that a jump ball. So Kings will take possession. I thought they were going to call a foul there. It looked like Plaganoff maintained possession the whole time. 5 seconds left on the clock. But with Holland College up 11, Lindsay Black will put up a 3. Armstrong may have disrupted that, and that will do it for the game. So a very important win for Holland College, who now move into a tie for 3rd place in the ACAA standings and have control over a tiebreaker with Kings, who do have a pair of games in hand. Holland College will play their regular season finale next weekend at St. Thomas. Stay tuned in about 20 minutes' time for the men's game between the Kings Blue Devils and Holland Hurricanes. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. We'll see you soon for the men's game here at Holland College.